Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna, and for those of you who are new here, welcome. And for those of you who are returning, welcome back. Here on my channel, I do planner and planner related videos, DIY tutorials, art and journal videos, and the occasional new release video of items that I've listed to my Etsy shop. And if that is of interest to you, please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you hit that little notification bell, you'll always be notified of when I load a new video. Commenting, liking, and sharing this on your favorite platform does help my channel grow and would be truly appreciated. Alright guys, before I get started, this intro is gonna be long. I'm thinking it's gonna be long. So in the description box below, as well as in the pinned comment, I will actually put a timestamp of when the planning starts. So it is 10:15 Friday night. I'm feeling much better. Thank you so much for your well wishes with last week's video. I did start feeling rather well. Tuesday I was still a little off, but it was definitely better than most of late last week. I did go into the office. I don't know if that helped. It certainly didn't hurt, which was good. And over the weekend I just played cat. So I slept in, I ate. That was exhausting, so I took a nap. And then I woke up and I ate. And it was sort of that pattern. And in between that, I was watching YouTube videos, all sorts of YouTube videos. And then I started watching The Good Doctor on Hulu. And I've sort of mixed opinions about that show. I think the writing is strong. I think the characters are great. But it has so much like graphic medical scenes that I have to fast forward through because I'm like, oh no, I don't need to see that vein. I don't need to see that vein at all. I don't need to see any of that. You can do, the G version where you just kind of pretend you're playing at surgery. I don't need to see the surgery. So I always worry that because I'm fast forwarding, I'm missing some important dialogue. I try to take my cues from the screen, but yeah, but I'm in first season. I think it's nearing the end of first season that I'm watching. I think I'm like on the 13th or 14th episode, and then I think there's 2 more on Hulu, so that's good. I also watched Downton Abbey, the movie. It was the HBO movie premiere last Saturday, the 9th, 10th, whatever last Saturday was. I had never seen the show, but I quite enjoyed it. It's a bit of a slower pace, but period British films usually are. But I loved Maggie Smith in it. I loved her zingers. She just seems to be made for the one line. She's so polite, and yet she's cutting you. She's cutting you down. So I really enjoyed that. But yeah, I wanted to thank you guys for your patience. I didn't do much filming at all this week. I did do the After the Pen in my work planner, as well as do the plan with me to set up for the week. And that's really just because I really needed to have that in place for the week. But otherwise, I didn't do much. I hope to do more filming tomorrow, where it's Saturday and I don't have a lot going on by way of cooking or baking, and so the weekend is pretty much my own. I'm feeling good, and I actually have quite a few ideas I'd like to see if I can put into effect. Now, I'm also lazy, so we'll see how that goes. Now, I had actually wanted to do this video a couple hours ago, but I made the rookie mistake of, well, the mistake wasn't in the fact that after work, I decided to cook dinner. We had pepper steak, which is probably not the version you're thinking of. It's more of a stir fry that has a variety of bell peppers in it. That's what we consider pepper steak. I know for a lot of mainlanders, because I know a lot of my friends would make remarks about this, pepper steak is usually like a grilled piece of steak with like a peppercorn sauce, and I mean, it sounds okay, but our version is much tastier. And so I cooked. I got really hot because it was hot in the kitchen, even though we have split AC. So cooled down, took a shower, and then I ate dinner. And then I had a knack attack. Now, I know that sounds kind of alarming. It sounds alarming. A knack attack sounds very alarming. But really, the equivalent I can equate it to is it's the Thanksgiving tryptophans where you eat a really good meal. And I wasn't like super full, but it was like a really good meal. The AC in my room was at that perfect temperature. I don't remember what I was watching because when I came to, after falling asleep for a couple of hours, the TV had just started a new movie. So I'm like, okay. So this is a little later than I had wanted it to be, but I'm well rested, I'm well fed. So it's actually a pretty good Friday night. Yeah, that was a lot of talking, and you haven't seen my hands, and that's on purpose. I don't know if you guys ever notice, but if I can, I try to keep my hands out of the shot, not so much because I don't like my hands, but when I zoom in and out, I'm always worried that because I'm a hand talker, that the movement is going to make you sick. Because I get motion sickness sometimes depending on what people are doing in their videos. And so that's why I just kind of tuck my hands underneath my legs while I'm doing these long rambly bits. Okay. Anyway, the final thing, actually, I just looked over and I saw there is one more thing. The final thing is I wanted to do some shout outs for this spread here. It's a long list, so please bear with me. I had forgotten to ask during the video what you guys would call this, so in the comment section I had put the request out there. And so Miss Tanya with an O called this Unashamed. Miss D called this Mayflowers or The Arrangement. She said either one would work. Hello, Miss Annette. Kimberly M called this Flower Power. Okay, sweetie, I'm gonna mangle this name. So if you leave a comment this week, if you could sound it out for me, then I promise I'll get it right. But Mieszje 1984 called this Get Well Blooms, which I actually thought that was a really cute name. Hello, Miss Maureen A. Sherry called this Primrose Proper. So I guess these are primroses. I call these flowers. I mean, unless it's a rose or a daisy or something simple where I can identify, they're just flowers. Hey, Miss Wanda. Hey, Miss Tanya with an A. Vicky called this Purple Floral Fantasy. Hey, Miss Debbie. Hey, Miss Lorraine. Lee Love called this Purple Haze, and that made her think of the Jimi Hendrix song. And I have to tell you, I've never heard of it. So that's on my to-do list later on tonight, because I actually wrote this list down right before I started filming. Pamela called this Beautiful Normal. And then I wanted to say hello to Miss Katie, Miss Erin of Oh My Goals, Miss Christy of Christy's Plans, Creative Grandma, I like that name, Blue Bonnet, Lisa, and Andy of It's a Reading Thing here on YouTube. And if any of these ladies have YouTube channels that I can find, I will definitely link them below. Thank you so much for your comments. Thank you so much for those of you that gave this a name and just for your well wishes. It really did make me smile last week. All right, so I bet you know what time it is. It is NichiSaturday, where every Saturday since I join Jasmine and Miranda here on YouTube with a whole host of other ladies where we work out of our skinny classic Happynichi, Happynichi, Happy Bullet Journal in some sort of spread. Now for me, what I work on during NichiSaturday is my weekly spread for the upcoming week. The other ladies work on various things. The only connective between all of us, it is in this skinny classic. Now I did put this together. I do consider this more of a bullet journal style, as I do quite a bit of tracking. I like to make my own layouts, and I've put this together in sections. I've made the cover. This was gifted to me by my friend foul. This I made, although I do need to replace it because it's really ugly. And this I made, and so it's really just customized for my needs. And so this week, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be working on the week of the 18th through the I'm not sure what Sunday is, but I'll figure it out once I start putting down the dates. I don't think this is actually going to be a problem. I could rue those words, so someone definitely tag me in the comments if I do by the end of this video. But yeah, we're just going to leave it at this. So I'm going to take this out and get set up, and I'll show you the 2 sticker books that were chosen with the YouTube and Facebook group poll that I did, and we'll get started. All right, so we're definitely going to use this, the Happy Memory Keeping Dates and Holidays. One, because it has the day covers that I purchased from Lux Clever Crafts in here, and so I use this pretty much every week, but it also has the numbers, so we'll use that as well. But based on the combination of the poll between YouTube and the Facebook group, because I put it in both places, the 2 sticker books that were chosen were these 2 here, Glam Girl and Botanicals. Now, I actually had to Google how to figure the math out, and I know it sounds weird. I have an undergrad degree, I have a graduate degree, and I had to Google how to do, which apparently actually is simple math. So YouTube gave me the percentage. YouTube also gave me the total amount, but I don't know why, but it didn't give me the total number that the percentage meant. And you're like, yeah, because you learned that in elementary school. But that was like 40 years ago, guys, so give me a break. So when I went on Google, and then it directed me to a YouTube video, because I'm definitely more of a visual person, basically you turn the percentage. So for instance, this got 38% of the votes of the 72 people who voted. Cool. So you turn the 38% into a decimal. Now that's really easy because you just put a period in front of the 3 and it's a decimal. And then you times that by the number of votes, which was 72, and then it gives you a number. Now because it's not going to give you a whole number, it's going to be, in this case, it was 28 point something or other. I think it was higher than 50%. I rounded up. And so I did that for every single one of the things. And then I added it up. And you know what? It came out to 72. The math didn't lie. Now, I knew that could have been a little bit of an error because I was rounding up and down. But anything that was, 28 point above 50%, I rounded up. Anything that was less than 50%, I rounded down. So there was a really good chance that I might have been off by a number, up or down, but no, it came out perfectly to 72. In Facebook, they tell you how many people voted for each of the sections of your poll. So I just added that to this one, and bada bing, 20 minutes later, I had the math down. Now, I'm pretty sure I could have just reached out to Tamika and she would have gotten back to me like 30 seconds later, like, so here's your numbers and what is going on with you in your life right now. But whatever. You want me to write a 100-page paper? I can do it. You want me to do math? Well, let me see what YouTube can help me with. All right, now these will be used for this week and next week. So for this week, we're going to do the functional out of Botanicals and the decorative out of the Glam Girl. Next week, we're going to flip it. So this will be functional, this will be decorative. Now, I don't know if you guys know the reasoning behind the 2 sticker books that I choose, but I like to choose things that look like they won't go. And that was actually for every single one of them that I put out there on the poll. They're quite different in style. They're quite different in coloring. And I just want to see, well, I have all of these sticker books and some naturally will go better than others. I think this would pair really nicely with Wrong Wrong. I think this would pair really nicely with Farmhouse or the Simply Lovely one. And based on the colors, because some of it's pretty deep, I think it actually would work with like Dream Seeker, or there's another one, Stargazer. I had to look to the side of me where my sticker books are. But the idea of trying to pair mismatched ones, I think opens up a lot more usage out of your things. And I like the game of, all right, can we make something decent? Now, what does either going to help or hinder is that I'm dealing with color on the page. These two colors are very similar. There will be, I think we can get some of this aqua, some of this green from here in the decorative aspect, because this is what we're decorating with. So for this one, we're really going to have to lean towards the neutral to, I think, make this work. And that's really what could be what wins this for us, or is our downfall. This doesn't have florals, so I don't have to worry that it's going to compete with this. Next week, when I'm using this for the decorative, that could prove problematic, and I might actually have to cover it up. But again, that's a problem for next week, Friday. All right, so let's put some stickers down. And again, we're going to lean towards the neutral. And so I really want to try to stay away from anything with florals on it. And if it does have florals on it, then I'm probably going to cut it off. Now, I can cut that top off and keep it, but this is sort of cool and this is sort of warm, so that's not going to work. So, well, that poses the same problem. This actually has some of that marbling effect of the sticker that I put there, and that basically is just so I wouldn't have to flip to the back of the sticker book. And will we have enough for one for every day? Now this pink, I think we can get away with using in conjunction with the Glam Girl. I don't think those blues and the greens will work, although now I'm seeing it could be problematic with that center. And I don't know if I like that. All right, guys, so I had a little bit of a existential crisis where I put those 3 stickers down and I immediately wanted to set fire to it. And I normally don't have that reaction, and it was just really the middle part. Now, I've never done this, but I covered the middle part up with 8 yards of whiteout. Now, Miss Val from Nate's Mom Plans here on YouTube, she does this sometimes in her, I want to say it's her classic, where she would cover up the middle, because the middle really is the most distracting part. The dots I can work around, but that middle, it was just too much. And I thought, how hard can that be? And when I got to the middle of here, and this was the second page that I did, I pretty much hated my life. I hated everything about my life. I hated my channel, and I'm like, I'm just going to throw this away. But that's not what we do around here. We persevere. I'm going to be interested to see which one of you calls me out on it in the comments below, because I remember what I said earlier. You know, whatever, whatever. So that I can get my mind back into the not setting fire to my desk, I'm actually going to go crazy cuckoo and put down some decorative. And I'm hoping that with what I have in my mind by way of how I think this can work out, I'm hoping it works. So I'm going to use these little I don't even know what they're called. What are these things called? Like scallop border thingy? Yeah. If you're new here, welcome, and ask anyone. This is how this goes for me. This is always how this goes for me. It's my own fault. I didn't look. I certainly didn't pre-plan. So, I mean, you're gonna get what you're gonna get when that's your methodology, but whatever. Whatever. No, I want this to be decorative. I don't want this to be very functional, although it might actually do double duty. And I just realized that the blues in here are cool toned as well, so not that much of a disparity between the two sticker books by way of color. And again, I can work around these dots. So I'm going to put these down, and then I'll show you how it looks once they're put down, and then I will bring you back. So those are those down. Now I will put down both the day and the dates for all of this, and then I'll bring you guys back. Okay. No, I do like how this looks, but I think 30 minutes have passed. Now, when I edit this, it's not going to be as long, but yeah, it took quite a long time to get to this. Now, and I know I'm kind of skirting the line, but it is decorative, kind of, although it is serving a function as well, but we're going to call it decorative. And those stickers that I had down, I'm not going to waste them, so I'm going to put one of them here. And I'm pretty sure I could have, well, no, I know I could have done a better job with the whiteout for this center here. But like I said, at that point, I was just hating my life. And honestly, if I had ripped the things, I would not have cured. So that was my state of mind at the time. I think we'll put this one down here. And I don't want to have to also punch over it, so we'll just cut that little bit off. And then we can put some glam girl stuff in there, and it does sort of take away the dots, so that works. We also have this one here and this one here, because again, we want to use the botanical sticker book to give us some function. I think we'll put these down here, and whether I keep these purely functional or add some decorative elements to it, we'll see. And then I'll put the black over here. Now let me look at my work week. Okay, I had to sacrifice that one here. I'm going to keep it up on the wall. I can use it in another spread that I want to do. But yeah, I think the only function we're going to get this week are these things right here. So I will leave these as to-do lists. The following week, on Tuesday the 26th, I will be in the office. So because I carry this with me, I might transfer my to-do list from my work planner to this. So we'll keep this functional. And now we'll do some decorating. It was going so well, and I don't know why I'm saying that. I mean, it really wasn't, actually. I mean, it wasn't going at all. The first 20 minutes of this video, I'm just jammering on. So, I mean, I guess that part went so well. So we'll put some things here. And I think I can actually connect this to the 8 right there, and we'll put another banner this way. And the reason why I'm connecting it to the number more so than anything is so I'll avoid the umbrella. Although they're not the same, but it's good enough for me. And I'm kind of tempted to use that, but let's actually see. Ooh. I like the Glam Girl, but I wanted to have some of that tealy color. All right, so we'll put this down. Oh, I hope it fits. Oh, I always leap before I look. And you'd think I'd know better. I mean, I'm a big girl. Landing it is pretty important for me. Oh, yeah. All right. And then I thought I saw some lips. Don't make me a liar in front of my friend's sticker book. Okay. So we can bring some of that teal down with this. Oh, that's way more subtle than I thought it would be. I don't know, it just seems more bold here. Interesting. Okay, and we can bring a little bit of sparkle over here. I think we'll do it with one of these stripy things. And let's keep with the pink and the purple. Because it's just transparent enough that you can read the things to do, but it brings kind of that whatever animal print that is. I never know, actually. And then I don't know if I want to do diamonds or if I want to do, these hearts are nice. So are these circles? I like this. I had a coworker when I was younger, and I would call him Sweetie, and he would call me Gorgeous. And he and his husband, they actually both worked at the same office that I did. And every morning I would actually, whatever lipstick I was wearing, I would put that on a piece of paper and I would sign it to my sweetie, and I would leave it for him on his desk on my way to my desk. And so anytime I see lips on a pattern like that, I know some people hate it. They don't like the look of it, but that always makes me think of my friend. He was a much older gentleman, and he has since passed away. And when I heard that, I was quite devastated. But anytime I see this, it makes me think of him, and we had a lot of fun times. So, you know, it is bittersweet memories, but they are good memories. That was so random. Sorry. Weekend adventures means I'm going to be doing some filming and editing, although that's a 3-day weekend. Hooray. Now, I really just want to add some decorative, and I don't know if I should just go full into the lips. Those are nice. I didn't mention it. I don't think I mentioned it, but this was gifted to me by my friend Val. Okay, I'm going to put this down, and I'm going to put this down. I know when I see the outfit of the day, and it took me forever to realize that's what people were putting when they did the OOTD on Instagram. I never knew what that meant. But their outfit of the day usually is something super cute or super sexy. And Monday through Friday, actually Monday through Sunday, the outfit of the day is going to be various pajamas. Because I'm a glam girl. And that's how you do. Yeah. That's me. I took this off, but I don't, you know what? We're just gonna put lips on a diamond. I don't like diamonds. I know it's random. It's a random thing to say, but this whole video has been random. But it just looks like clear glass to me, and I know, horror, gasp, but I don't like it. I love jewel stones like rubies and emeralds and things like that. I love pearls. I love them. And I know it's like oyster poop or clam poop, or it's some sort of shellfish poop, I think. I'm actually not sure. I don't eat it. I don't care. But I really think they're pretty. I know, guys, right? You're getting so much entertainment this week. All right, we're going to move her over here because I want to put a different color. I'm going to do a pink. Oh no, this blue one is nice. Look at that, guys. That one is nice. I think we're already past the point of me ruining this. I think that happened when I did such a horror show job of this middle part, but I can actually live with this. I know I'm still literally flipping, but I can live with this. Okay, so I know I said I was done, but then I saw this sticker and I have to put it down, but I'm going to read it to you because, first of all, you're like really pretty. And that's gonna go down here because, yeah, I wash my hair every other day, wear pajamas all day long, but you're like really, really pretty. Let me put this back on the discs and I'll bring you guys back. All right, guys, so once they're back on the discs, the warping of the whiteout actually doesn't look that bad. Now, for you guys watching this, I don't know that you can notice it a lot. I can. It's not that bothersome. Really, the bothersome part for me is remembering how much I hated my life when I was doing it. I don't know how Val does it, and she was, well, no, it's the same height, so she did it for hers, and she was doing it for weeks and weeks and weeks on end. But yeah, this was horrible. I hated it. I don't know that I'm ever going to do it again, although, spoiler alert, it's going to be a problem next week. So I might actually need to washi tape this, or maybe do a little bit of whiteout every day versus while I'm filming. I don't know, but it is going to be problematic. I do wish that Happy Planner had just borderless paper, although usually it's not a problem. This week, for whatever reason, it just bothered me enough. I did something about it. Now, it was kind of a fail. I think the spread actually looks quite cute. I'm not gonna lie. But it was a fail that I didn't do more functional with the botanical sticker book. And I think I could have, just because these are all cool colors. I don't know why I didn't think that would be any better with the decorative aspect, but yeah, I just wasn't feeling it. So definitely a little bit of a fail. There is some function to it, and there's actually, versus putting the functional down by way of my weekly or my daily sections, this will be functional for me because I'm going to take this to work the following week. But yeah, I usually do the boxes or the days of the week using that sticker book I've chosen for the functional aspect. So that was definitely kind of a fail. I think it looks cute from the decorative aspect because we're only decorating out of the one sticker book. I think I tied the colors pretty well, you know, for someone who changed her mind like 8 times, didn't start planning until minute 20, and then had to really wrestle with burning down the house. But I mean, other than that, I think it's a win. It's always a win, honestly. I'm gonna write in here for the next week. I don't need a lot of space, so taking it up, not a big deal for me. And I mean, inevitably, when I look at this during the week, it's going to make me smile because of the nerd rage that this caused me, and then how difficult it was for me to get the function down, and then, you know, a little story time hour with the lips and the gemstones and the outfit of the day. That's what's going to really make this a win for me. Just thinking about sharing that with you guys and cementing the fact that I might be a little crazy. Bucky never says anything, and I know he always has the same look on his face. I mean, it's literally so to his face. But sometimes I think he's like, you're so sweet, you're so amazing. And then sometimes I think I get a bit of an eye roll. Like, girl, and I see you sleep. So from Bucky and I, we want to wish you a great weekend. I hope you guys are all staying safe and well. And as always, aloha.